Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to HYNPYTOL, where somehow we're still making it through despite the fact that the timers are getting pretty harsh, and as anyone who has ever watched me play anything can attest, I am like a creature made of pure slowness. We're doing it, we're managing. I suspect this is going to be a critically important high five, so let's get to it. Well, you caught me. Not so clumsy anymore, are you? It took a lot of tries to get through some of that. I'll be honest, I have no idea what I'm doing, really, god damn it. Well, that makes two of us. I've never high-fived anyone, let alone wake up a killer T. You were my first. Yeah, you could say I'm defective. Everyone else was good at their job, so I never mattered anyway. They barely knew that I even existed. But they changed. Dens. When I went to the bee area, there was no one but dens. They said they were looking for bees too, but something tells me otherwise. Killer, you've already done enough. You never gave up and made it this far. If you continue from here, it's only going to get more dangerous. I won't blame you if you stopped right here. You're still going? I mean, I haven't been given any options yet, so... You're... Okay. Cool, great. All of the cytokine flows out from the lymphatic vessel behind here. I believe we'll find the source of all this trouble at the other end. So many HYNPYTOLs are calling for help. Yeah, let's finish this. Together. Was that a bad... I don't even know if that was cool. I have so little idea what's going on that I can't tell. The T's and the B's have all lost their mind, and now the NKs have been neutralized. HYNPYTOLs are falling apart. Only the storm can put an end to this. Well, I don't like where this is going. What is a storm, anyways? Why is everyone talking about it? Child, do you still think of yourself as a dendritic? I think so. Well then, follow the cytokine. Head to where everyone is calling for you. Then you'll find out. So again, it's like that was supposed to be a conversation between two speakers, but there's just absolutely no indication like which lines are being said by which speaker. So it's not until you have like explicit questions that it becomes obvious that it's two parts, and everybody's written in the same kind of like nonsensical voice, so you can't use like character voice to differentiate. And since you have no idea what's happening, like, ugh. A huge amount of cytokine is flowing out from the next area. Looking at the amount of nets, it will be a precarious path. See you on the other side. I'm scared, but I trust you'll make it out. Alright, along for the ride. So these larger... Okay, these larger chunks are still things that the macrophages can phage because they are so macro. Really, just kind of anything that gets in the way, it would seem. Okay, long way home. We have entered the penultimate... What is your deal? Who knows? But we've entered the penultimate area here. Penultimate block on the menu there. Neutrophils have gathered in the next area. The bacteria are now under control, thanks to them. But neutrophils are dangerous, even to us. Not only do they kill bacteria, like monocytes or macrophages, but they'll also self-destruct if things get out of hand. Be careful not to touch the nets they leave behind. Okay, that's interesting. So, like, that's some... I feel like that is some good edutainment type text there, right? Like, if this were a game that was actually trying to teach you about the function of cells in the body, just get you out of the way here, that kind of stuff would be more common, right? And like, the thing is, what's going on with the text? Okay, so we can move this around, but I don't know what does that accomplish? I'm not supposed to touch this part, right? Yeah, no, that kills the heck out of you. Okay, I can just restart the room. What I cannot do is is step backwards in time out of that, which is weird. So I guess we just ignore those. Those are weird. It seems like they should be meaningful. So, like, obviously the text is like, it only matters so much. Oh, they're meaningful in the sense that this thing doesn't open up until they're all destroyed, probably. Okay. Well, I was right. They should be meaningful. There we go. Like, it doesn't really matter that we don't understand what's going on. It's not like it's hindering the ability to get through the game. But I feel like if there's this much text, I'd like either like, ooh, okay, that's a self-destructive, a slightly more enthusiastic nature than I was expecting. That's really interesting. So what if I do that with my hand? Okay, my hand is fine, which is kind of weird when you really think about it. Yeah, I just feel like there should be less of it, right? If it's gonna not be very good. That's kind of where I always come down on stuff like that, is why is there so damn much of it? So this is something where we need to get this out into an interacting place, right? To carve up these things. Like, I need... Well, I've got myself trapped now. But I need that, I've already forgotten what it was called. That thing to obliterate 3 of the 4 cells connected around the exit. So it's just a matter of, like, how do I get it over there and still be able to leave afterward? It is a little bit of a problem, huh? It's like what I'd love to do is end up at the top of that column that's just to the right of me, because then we could pull the thing partway over and then just pull ourselves downward to get out afterward, and then we could still have room to manipulate things. Is there a way to engineer that situation? Not really, right? I mean, I don't think we want this, because we want to... we want the cell below the exit to be liberated by the explosion, and that'll only happen... It's just a 3x3 explosion. That'll only happen if this thing is in the spot where I just jammed that cell into the formation. Alright, so, like, which parts of this are absolutely for sure occurring? Like, that's got to happen, because otherwise I can't get out of here. I don't necessarily... Oh, never mind. I totally do. By the way, it sucks that you can't just reverse out of that. It would be a lot better for, you know, demonstration purposes. I do, in fact, have to push this all the way out to where it joins the other cell in order to escape the corner. Right? From here... Yeah, because that cell is part of the immovable block until we do this. So this part is mandatory. All right, right here, this is mandatory. Now the question of what else? I feel like this, at least, have the opportunity to blow up that other cell, but I don't actually think we want to take it. can I do... Okay, yeah, we can just put that there. Then make a seal. Here we go. This is perfect. And then the explosion frees up the cell. We push it up there so it bonds, and then beautiful. Okay, that one took a second, but I'm getting how they want us to approach these a little bit. Okay, the macrophages do not destroy these. But we know that they will destroy the web. Yeah, do I need to maybe get up there and like put this thing into the socket there first and then come back down? I think probably, right? This is the only way we're going to be able to get these in. What am I doing? That's not the way to do that. It's in fact a very bad idea to be present when the reaction occurs. So I probably don't... Well, okay. I was going to say I probably don't want to form the web exactly where it looks like we can form it right now. But actually, I think that would be okay. Because the idea is you want to use the... I did exactly the thing I was talking about not doing. You want to use the macrophage to just eat your way through it afterward. Right, so we do this. Then I need access to your control on this side, which we can get by doing that. There we go. For a second there, I thought I had screwed up when that cell was in front of it. Like, well, how the hell am I supposed to get out of here? What is the purpose of the second explosive cell? Because, like, I think it's pretty obvious what you're supposed to do with the first one and the orb, the trigger. But what would be the purpose of that second one? Because we're going to have to cause an explosion in the cup of that shape, right? Definitely screwing up already, because there's no way out of that position. So... I can get this out... But as ever, to what end, right? What is the thing I'm actually trying to accomplish here? Like, in order to put these where we know they need to go, in order to allow me to move the cell that is blocking the north passageway, I need to... So I can't go through the green glass, but presumably they can, right? Well, now I'm stuck. But I was thinking if I could get into position... I really wish that when you do this, you could just let go of your damn hand. It seems like it should be such a natural option, right? If we can push one of these two volatile cells up in the column that the one next to me is in, it can form the buffer for stacking another cell against it with a vertical move and allowing us to get up there and push it to the side. Except that there's no way to get up there and push it to the side, because all I would end up doing is getting stuck in that alcove up there. I actually don't know how we're gonna do... Like, I'm looking at this and I have no idea what the plan could possibly be. Because like we have to end up putting something in that space that is that I'm going to be able to hold on to without moving it. Otherwise, I can't get myself up there. And if the little alcove has nothing in it, then obviously when we try to get ourselves up there, we're just going to get stuck in the thing. Like, I'm not able to maneuver. So, actually, it's pretty not clear to me how to approach this at all. I must be missing something really fundamental. The moment you put yourself in that corner, you can never get out again. Until everything's set up, obviously. There's nothing I can do by going to the right except put myself in the corner. And obviously up doesn't do anything. So I think this is our first move for sure. I think this has to be the first move. We can eliminate all the others. And then from here, only one move does anything at all. So I think those two moves are definitely correct. Those two moves have to be at the start of the sequence. I think. And we can pull the trigger orb up toward us. We can pull ourselves over to the side. If we do pull ourselves over to the side, obviously the thing we're doing is ending up here. From here, it doesn't seem like there's a huge number of useful things to do. We can do this. Push that all the way to the corner. And doing so, having something to put up here does let me do this for the moment. Sorry, I mean, use my back to do that. Yeah, and then I get stuck again. What would have to be true for me not to be stuck? I mean, this other cell has to be in the corner, right? It has to be in the corner. But obviously, I can't make that happen. That's no good. And obviously we can't like go around the side here and stack this up in the corner while the trigger orb is there because volatile reaction. So we do this and it does not make a lot of sense to me that there could be anything to do with the orb other than immediately put it in the socket. Right, if I leave it just kind of floating here, that's pretty bad for us. But then like this position's... Okay, well hold on. I was about to say this position's unmovable. That's not right. I can do this. Yeah, I guess we don't need the... Why? Salin, why? Why would you do it that way? Okay, I was so in my head trying to get the bottommost explosive cell up into position because I'm like, that top cell has to stay there, or else how are we going to like move around in the puzzle? But at a certain point, you are done with the puzzle. You don't need to keep... No, this way. There we go. And then it should be as simple as just moving that out of the way. Oh, no, well... It is not, in fact, that simple. It's... this. There we go. I don't know, that was probably about the same level of simplicity, actually. Where have all the dens gone? I was worried because they said they were headed this way, but I don't see any of them here. Yeah, even if your text is just like harmlessly bad, just like do a lot less of it, you know? So if we come down here and we shove this in here, we obliterate all the batteries, and that makes the door close. Well, we probably need that door open. So we need to first block it in some way. They give us the ability to pull this down, but I don't know that I think it's actually a helpful thing to do. Yeah, I feel like we can just come down here, grab this over to block the wall, and then do this shove. Ah, but what this does not do is actually get me access to the exit. For that, we need the height of the macrophage. That's interesting. Okay, so these things do just consume normal cells. Which I thought I remembered being the case, but, you know. I guess, you know what, I was looking at this being like, how are we going to destroy all these dark cells? We don't have to do that. It's actually not the goal of this puzzle. Yeah, that's a not ideal situation that I put myself in there. Once again, all of that feels pretty unavoidable. Out of curiosity, can they... No, these things cannot. Ah, they can't be pushed into each other, but they can be pulled into the garbage net. May as well just crunch them all, right? Even though it doesn't seem like we should need to right now. Well, I guess actually they may each have been in the way in their own way. I just meant there's no door to open by crushing them all. Was that a good idea? Let's hope so. Did I do that prematurely? Okay, so you can't move that left cell through the middle until this destruction occurs, which... I mean, it does suggest that's the thing to do, right? Moving with the green glass is still a little bit weird to me, if you couldn't tell. Okay, so now that I've done this, is the idea here to form... What am I doing? How am I going to access the exit, right? I can't pull myself through the bottom with a reasonable expectation of being able to get back over here. We have these two loose cells to form a bond somewhere with, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the plan would be there. So obviously it's no good to do it where they are right now. If I do this, it pulls the cell all the way over here, so even if we got the other cell into this area somehow, that still wouldn't be helpful. Because it would seem to me that they need to be they need to form an immutable block that lets me get into the, lets me get into that bottom exit, obviously. But, like, to be perfectly honest with you, where do we even do that? How would I access it? We can never get them under the blue glass. Because if we pull the rightmost cell over by one space and then get the other one adjacent to it, so they form up and they are directly above the gap in the south wall, like, how would I pull myself into position to take advantage of that even? I'm not going to be able to take advantage of them being... Like, this isn't going to be a pull myself into them in the right position horizontally kind of thing, because that would require one of the cells to enter the area of the blue glass, which is not a thing that can occur. So if I do that... Right, this is no good. I guess the idea is I want them to form a block. I want one of them under the green glass that's a couple spaces left of me, and the other one just in a position to make it solid. So if I pull this close and then do the backup thing, yeah, unfortunately I'm in a little bit of a bind now, huh? Because this isn't where I want that. If we get the other cell pressed over to it, it will actually block the approach I was hoping to use. Right, because I wanted to pull myself in and then go down. So I need that whole thing to somehow happen one square further to the right. That is definitely tricky to set up. Like, I would need this cell to be to the left of where it is so that I could push the other cell into it. How would I get this one space over to its left? Or put myself in position to pull it one space less, perhaps. Try backing it up a little bit more. Okay, it's not even manipulable until this moment. Oh, I don't need the... Okay, I'm being a little silly here. I don't need the cells to form a stopping block. There's already a stopping block there. It's the green glass. I just need them to be out of the way. Oops. T, watch yourself. The net kills anything that enters. And most of all, don't trust the dens. Okay, I mean, I wasn't gonna... Mostly because I don't even know how I would do that. Alright, entering a new chapter here. My friend, you came back. I've been waiting for you. Yes, your friend. You left me trapped back there. Hey, it's all right. I'm not mad. My I'm not mad shirt is answering a lot of questions. Has a lot of people asking questions already answered by the shirt. You're following that gloomy guy around, aren't you? I just saw him pass by. I mean, I guess I am. I think so. Hi, good to see you again. Your friend was here just now. It's a bummer that he trapped me back there, but we talked it out. Hey, answer me this. Who are you two, really? You seem to avoid us for some reason. It's like you're not us. Well, you are a killer T after all, but I'll ask you this. Are you still us? Never mind. You're not one of us anymore, even if you say otherwise. You've done well so far. I won't forget your hard work. What a baffling conversation. And then I was unmade. And that actually does kill me. Okay, there's some kind of lesson here. So to be clear, I was just checking to see. At this juncture, I cannot do anything. I'm not allowed to, like, move. Okay, well then, it seems like this must be a way through. Indeed it is. Okay. You are not us. Bye. Okay, now we're being put in a position where if I ever high five anyone, it's instantly lethal. I mean, that's an interesting twist. So we want to put this up here so that it can get turned into a solid brick, allowing me to go around that guy. We are allowed to touch them as long as we don't hit them in the front, right? Go hug that cell. No? Okay. How am I going to make this thing into a useful obstruction? Oh, right. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Back up. It won't let me reverse past this point. That sucks. That's really mean-spirited. It should absolutely let you back up. Because the play is just the thing I've been doing, right? But unfortunately, I am starting to feel that fatigue again, and it definitely affects my cognition. So grab this, go back up to this guy. Aha! It is definitely an interesting twist on the mechanics. Alright, so we're doing the same kind of thing here. T, are you okay? Please be safe. All the dens are looking for you. How could this happen? I know this is going to sound crazy, but the net left by neutrophils, it doesn't discriminate. Use them somehow to break through. I'll wait for you. That doesn't sound crazy. We've done that several times already. We've had to. This game has a real funny idea of what is crazy. But I think I'm going to go ahead and call it there for the moment. I'm a little pressed for time, and also I don't think this fatigue situation is going to get any better. So I'm going to stop now while I'm still solving puzzles reasonably well. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, I will be, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, or as much as I get anymore. And we are going to continue making progress through here while ignoring the story entirely. And we'll see you then.